Hello everyone, how's everybody doing? It's Phyzeek here. I'm just checking in with you guys. This is my second weekly check-in. Yes, sir. I did it. I was really putting this one off because I don't know if you guys can hear this from my voice. I'm still recovering from a nasty cold. Right after Thanksgiving. By the way, let's go back to Thanksgiving. So last week was really beautiful, beautiful time. First time I had my first Thanksgiving, with my immediate family here, which consists of me and my wife and my sister-in-law, and my father-in-law actually went hunting, on hunting trip, and my brother-in-law as well. But they were able to make the Thanksgiving, and just like every other thing, I just kind of tell my wife this year, I want us to plan our own Thanksgiving, and God works in beautiful ways. And my good friend Omar just texted me literally the week, like on Monday, I think, of Thanksgiving week, like, "Hey, bro, I'm gonna come through." He wasn't planning on coming before because he has some coaching and some other responsibilities he had to take care of, but he was able to come through and he stayed with me from Wednesday through Sunday, which was really beautiful time. I needed. It was really good time, and then right from Friday, right after the Thanksgiving, I started feeling a little cold in my throat. I've been kind of feeling something previous to that, but I was working through it. I was really trying hard not to get sick, taking vitamin emergency and all that. Right after the Thanksgiving, though, I started feeling it, and then Saturday we went out. Me and my friend stayed up late here in Spokane. We had a really big windstorm that night. I came home. I know I didn't make the right decision. Of course, I would drink a little bit too. I just been in wreck since then, but finally feeling better. I still went to the gym today. I went to the gym yesterday. But yesterday session was much better. Today, it wasn't good. I have no energy. I have no fatigue. I think I did maybe 4 workouts, and I've learned, with time to just not force it. Some days you don't have it, and I'm glad it's kind of fit into another fitness thing we're gonna discuss this week. Is people always think every day you go to the gym is 100%. No, some days you don't have it. Some days it's 40%, 60%. But the important part is you still went to the gym. You still put that effort in to get yourself to the gym. And even though I didn't have a good workout, two things happened. Definitely have more motivation to go tomorrow now so that I can overcome today's workout. Two was still my energy was better. I still meet people. I still say hi to the people that work in the front desk and all that. And those interactions some days, it just, I don't know, it helps me at least. Um, but anyway, so that's the first thing. And then just checking with you guys on some of the projects I'm working on. I'm currently working on updating my website. I was doing that by myself before. My really good friend, coworker, Eric, helped me to kind of get my website on WordPress, because I've been trying to update my website so that way it can have better information on there, have better videos on there for anyone that just go on website, so they can have workout programs they can use, and also for people that hopefully in the future my plan is to have a subscription based model. At least people that subscribe to my 30 days workout program or 90-day workout program can have workouts on there that they can use. So I've been working on that for a while, but just with other things getting into the way, at a podcast of personal things, it's just been hard to put that as a focus. But I've been trying to be better at that and writing down my goals of what I want to do at what time. So I've been focusing more heavily on that. I personally worked on it so far as you guys can see, and Eric help, of course. But I beat up the product section where the t-shirts and the merches of Phyzeek are available, but I'm still working on the back end to make sure people can purchase it from there. So I'm kind of taking the merch order through Instagram, which is kind of like tedious, and I don't want to I just want to be professional. I'm working towards just getting everything updated, but I also understand with me having a full-time job and a family, and definitely probably going to take me time, but I'm in the process right now trying to find someone to hire, so that way I don't keep letting holding myself back. But it's definitely an exciting project to work on. It's hard to find someone that will be able to work in that sense, at least on Fiverr and stuff like that, and then be able to share my version of what I want in my head. 'Cause that's the problem with when you're creating this kind of stuff, is you have an idea in your head of what you want your website to look like, and until you find that person that really see your vision of what you're trying to accomplish, it's hard for you to trust them. So it's not much about the money. Well, it's also about the money, because most American companies that build website are pretty pricey. So But anyways, I'm solving that, and I'll give you guys more updates next week if I was able to find someone to work on my website. If you guys have anybody you know that might be a good fit for my to help on my website, please leave the name or their page on the comment section below. But that's number one. Um, yeah, I'm also working on creating a program, a 30-day program. I don't know what I'm gonna name it yet, but I want to create a 30-day program and 90-day program. I've been thinking about this a lot because I've been trying to create my program around beginner, intermediate, and advanced workouts. At least for now. I think I'll have different versions of it at some point, but for now, I just want to keep my head sane by just writing down things as I wanted to create them first. And then once I get those done, then I can go to other sections. So I have enough videos on YouTube now of beginner, intermediate, and advanced workout. And I just want to be able to create a program that someone can do at a male or female depending on their goals. So that's a tricky one because it's just fitness is not one size fit all. And sometimes I overthink stuff, or maybe I'm just more careful because I know if someone is paying me, to for help, I want to make sure I give them the best service I can. That's my pride, and that's why I'm in this business. Is I really want to help people. I do really care about my clients, and even my in-person clients. If I know that I'm too busy or I can give someone my 100%, I don't take them on. I take this thing really personally because I always think of when I was in that beginner stage of fitness. Imagine if I pay someone and they didn't help me. I'll be really deflated or discouraged, and I do not want to do that to someone. I don't even want to spend that money. You know. But anyway, so that's the update on creating the program. And next one, let's go a little fitness world news in the week. This week has been an interesting week because the Liver King controversy or whatever. That was very interesting because me and my good friend Tanner was arguing about it for maybe like last year. I think he was kind of joking about it, but I was telling him like I think this guy is on steroid and he think he's funny. He thought he's entertaining. I actually think Liver King's entertaining though. Like all those workouts of him like having kettlebell and chains on his neck coming out of the river and stuff like that. I mean, it's hilarious, and it was interesting how big he got. And I know people right now is just kind of like some people are saying like, oh, it's not really hurting anybody, and some people really like, oh, take him down. I really think we're in an interesting space right now as a society because I think we're demanding more from people that have influence, and I think someone like Liver King might think he's not hurting anybody by using steroids. But if you're telling people you're working out this way and that's how I look the way I look, then you kind of like making them feel bad or not doing enough, and that's just not fair, especially for like kids. I'm not saying grown people, but like kids that like trying to work out, because this kids comes to me in the gym and they ask me stuff like, oh man, you in good shape or whatever. Like they want to know what I'm doing, or they want to get into whatever I'm exposing myself to. So someone like Liver King, I think it's kind of interesting that he was selling these workout plans and all these programs while he was taking steroids and PEDs and stuff like that. I mean, I don't think people should, hate him or like him. I don't care what people think. But me personally, he doesn't hurt me. But I don't think he should be selling programs that is not true. And as someone that is a fitness enthusiast, I'm passionate about fitness, so I care about anybody that is lying about how they get somewhere. But at the same time, I think some of his messages is positive. So I'm kind of turning between the two. But I'm glad he got rooted out by more dates. Derek, man, that guy is legit, and it's pretty interesting too. Like someone like him, he's giving all of us like a lot of hope. Like, fitness is an interesting place. You don't have to be, he's not. You don't have to be like an expert. You can be a guy that just consume information and transcribe them to other people. He's definitely, of course, sharing a different lane of fitness, and I like anybody that doing stuff like that. But me personally, what I gained from Liver King actually was interesting was just being patient. We're in the place right now where it seems like negativity sells and people get attention really quick. I mean, to a certain extent, all of us want a little bit of attention. At least we want whatever we're doing to be successful. But it seems like if you want it too bad, you will go down the route that you shouldn't go through, like Liver King and all his hard work and his passion for fitness, and now he's gonna be seen as cheater for the rest of his life. It's like kind of like Lance Armstrong, and Lance Armstrong is a dedicated, cyclists that work extremely hard, but he cheated. And now, it's like some people, you live it up for controversy, and it's like it doesn't. I know he doesn't regret it from what he has said, but it just doesn't. It's not a good thing. Just do the right thing and wait. That's what I take from it. It's like do the right thing and wait. Be patient. Stay the grind. Just like Nipsey always said. It's like it's a marathon. That's how I have the tattoo on my arm. It's a marathon. If you try to get it too quick, you're gonna get funny answers like Liver King got. But anyways, enough of Liver King stuff. Um, yeah, I'm gonna end this weekly check-in to just tell you guys things that I wanna do for the week, and I'm doing this because I'm trying to keep myself accountable. I'm using you guys. I'm trying to share more about myself, but also taking this thing seriously by using you guys as my accountability mirror. By sharing what I want to say, because I know if I talk to you guys about something I want to do, I'm gonna do it next week, because then I'll be ashamed of like, okay, I'm the guy that just talk about things and not do it, and that's the way I want to project myself to be. So for next week, I'm gonna be working on my website, still working on my programs, and just stay consistent on social media, post every day. I'm trying to find new ways to communicate, my stories, my workouts. Yeah, I just keep doing what I'm doing, and then keep working on my website, and hopefully I can find someone to hire this week. And I also do Diaspora podcast. I gotta do a little plugin for my Diaspora podcast. I'm gonna put a link of the podcast in this description, where I interview um a diasporan foreigners from Africa, from Asia, from all around the world. I'm lucky enough that where I live have a lot of foreigners in here that I know, and I sit down with them. I would talk about their journey from wherever they come from to here. And the goal of the podcast is just to share, immigrant stories, because I think some of the stories are fascinating to me. I think it's really, really cool how much perseverance, determination it takes for someone to leave their home country to come to America to find a better way of living, man. It's hard, and it's also like talking to people just makes me feel like my whatever I've gone through is nothing, and some of these people's stories is pretty interesting. So I'm recording some episode too, I think tomorrow or sometime next week. So um, I'm excited to do that. That's coming up this week. And then what else? What is that right now? I think the last thing I'm going to talk about, I'm going to be ending this section with talking about the book I'm reading, finishing up Crushing It. Crushing It is a Gary Vee book. Man, if you're an entrepreneur or someone that's trying to start a business like mine, man, you gotta really crush it, man. Crush It is just, it's different. Um, at least for me, and I'm glad I'm just reading it now. I'm glad I didn't read it earlier in my life. It's just telling you exactly what you need to hear in terms of like your expectation, how much work it's gonna require from you, how much dedication it requires from you. And I really like the audiobook. And I'm sorry, Gary Vee, I got it on YouTube, man. So you can search it on YouTube. Just say "Crushing It" by Gary Vee. It's an 8-hour book, so you don't even have to even buy it on Audible. I hope I'm rich enough to get a book on Audible at some point, Gary Vee. But so that's the book I'm reading right now, and that's been a very interesting one. Just got a lot of pointers. I have some of the lessons from the book that I write on my vision board as well. The one I can think about right now is digging deep and not wide. And I think especially when you're in this ever-changing e-commerce, social media platform, that there's always some new app, there's always some new video, that's like this new way where everything is going fast on a daily basis. Sometimes you want to do too much too fast. So I really take that one to heart, of digging deep and not digging wide, so that way I can really own my craft and I can really focus on what I'm trying to do. And it's just I think another one out of the point that I really enjoy was him saying just caring. I think like caring for your consumers, something like that. It's just like, yeah. And I feel like sometimes the message start being about you, or how you feel, or how you look, or if someone's following you and you forget the reason why you started doing it in the first place. And you fall in love with this thing or whatever it is, fitness or whatever you do, crypto or whatever, because you enjoy it. And I think sometimes then we lose track and we start focusing on ourselves, and that's the recipe for disaster. Because if you actually focus on the people that you are trying to help or are helping, you will never give up. You will never, at least you won't lose some of your energy. You will always have enough energy to go, because it's not about you. But anyway, so that's all I got for you guys this week. I'll be checking in with you guys next week, and hopefully I can have, more update for you guys on how my website is doing. Again, it just means the world to me that anybody will be watching this video. But for the two people that are watching the video, I appreciate you guys so much, man. Thank you for being part of my page. I appreciate you guys. God bless. And I'll check in with you guys next week. That's up.